Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy the Kryptonian Saiyan here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 74. Oh man, so with this chapter review right here, very big things are going on, man. And the chapter ends off with a cliffhanger, and I cannot wait to read next week's chapter. Or rather next week's set of chapters. But Nami, I believe that's Nami who has confronted Luffy. And Luffy, look at this right here. That face that Luffy makes. He says there's no way Nami would kill Usopp. She's our shipmate. Right there, that rage. You can tell that Luffy, his crew is like family to him, because that's how people get when you insult their family or people who are like family to them. Like, he's naive because he hasn't known Nami for too long, but she's worked her way into his heart. So this is nice. You know, Luffy comes off like somebody who, when he commits to some people, he commits a lot, like all the way in. You know, it's the approach that I take when, I tell some of the younger guys that I talk to, I tell them, don't be afraid to ask out a girl or ask out a woman. You have to think of it like this. You just have to let your nuts hang and hope she doesn't kick too hard. You know, it's going to hurt for a little while when you get kicked in the nuts, but you get over it and you move on. And what I'm saying is just commit to it all the way and worry about the other shit later. And that's how Luffy comes across. Like, Luffy comes across like she's our shipmate. Even though it was a temporary thing on her part, she's still one of us. And for that reason, Luffy is not going to think anything negative of her. So I thought that was key, man. So just to backtrack on this, I want to talk about the teamwork that is displayed between Arlong's three first mates, which would be Hachi and the other two guys. They take out a Navy ship like it's nothing. And apparently the Navy has been contacted by the elders on Cocoa Village, and they're supposed to be coming to rescue them. And at one point, I believe his name is Puripin. Give me 1 second. I can't find his name. I believe his name is Puripin. But the guy who's commanding the ship, he's telling him, like, look, we can't sit by idly and let these guys, rule this island. It's not right. And he says that it says a lot about civilization when a pirate can consider himself to be a ruler over anything. And just the teamwork that they display, I mean, this is huge. I mean, you have sneak attacks going on where they're jumping into the air and they're catching these guys off guard. At one point, the rudder is being snapped off because you have one guy on top of the ship taking everybody out. You have one at the bottom taking out the rudder. You have another one moving the rocks around so that he can, basically create like a little whirlpool. I mean, and they end up sinking the ship. This is incredible. Just the amount of teamwork and the raw physical strength. Like, that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do when you're fighting as a group. You have to coordinate, because even if you're physically inferior to your opponent, the fact that you can coordinate your attacks means that in some kind of way you can contribute to the bigger cause. And I think I just love seeing that right there. And the other thing about this chapter, I wanna go on to just Luffy's crazy ass. And right here, like, Luffy's saying like, oh shit, we're flying, right? And if you look, he's got his arms up like it's he's on a fucking roller coaster. And Sanji has to tell him, we've been sent flying, you fool. And I thought that was pretty cool just to see that, because it's a comedy aspect, and the chapter opens up like that, and it's something I appreciate with Oda. He has a heavy and a soft hand. Anytime something heavy happens, breaks the tension with some comedy, and then this chapter ends with a cliffhanger. So really appropriate. But this is the thing. Now I want to psychoanalyze Nami's character, because if that indeed is Nami who has approached Luffy and the others, I'm really interested to know why she did it. Is it out of guilt? Does she know that Johnny was watching? Does she want to let them know what she's doing? Is she letting them in on her plan? Because if that's the case, she is definitely setting herself up. At this point, it might be better for her to act independently and just try to make countermeasures to put in place so Luffy and the others don't mess up her plan. So this is going to be really interesting to see where Oda's going with from here, because I'm looking at this and honestly, I see no logical reason for her to be there, because we saw just what seeing Zoro and Usopp did. If Arlong finds out that she has gone to the source of a lot of commotion, the next cannonball that he breaks with his mouth is going to be her head. And this is the thing. He has set up, and I'm talking, when I say he, I'm talking about Oda. Oda has set up something very interesting, and it sets up room for maybe Nami to end up being betrayed, because right there he says, yes, for Arlong's empire, Nami is indispensable. That's the deal. I'll die before I break my word. And right there, that smile. I don't know what the hell he's going to do in order to keep up his end of the bargain, but he's going to do something to betray Nami. And it's kind of like you're seeing two forces working in opposite direction, but you know they're going to collide. They have their own end games, and this is a very dangerous game that Nami is playing. Very dangerous. I don't know where this. I honestly don't know where this is going. Like this could go a lot of different ways, but just reading this how it is now, and seeing that glimmer of hope that the villagers had, and for Nami's stepsister to say that's our fate, no one escapes the island, that feels like some serious foreshadowing. And I really think Nami's going to be in for some heartbreak, man. I can feel it. I can feel it just reading this. Like, too many of the literary signs are there. Oda is setting something up. So my chapter question for you guys is, what did you think about Luffy standing up for Nami despite having an eyewitness there? What did you think? How did that affect you? But guys, that's it for this review. If you liked anything I had to say, make sure you comment, rate, subscribe, and share. I'll greatly appreciate it. As always, thank you for watching Kryptonian.